And as Christians, we know this to be true.
This sets the rule. Agreement equals faithfulness, and disagreement already feels like disobedience.
There is a curiosity driving force in our culture today that has been completely amplified. And it's fascinating to witness this in real time.
Now curiosity is framed as a problem. So instead of asking why are people curious, the audience is trained to think something must be wrong with them. Now curiosity isn't about understanding. It's something that's pulling you away.
You have portions of this world that are saying, look at this, look this direction. Do you like what you see? You can keep going further.
Here's the manipulation. She frames curiosity as temptation. Instead of asking why people are looking, she implies they're being lured, misled, or unstable. If you're asking questions, it's not because something is off. It's because you're distracted. Labeling that as a distraction is just a way to avoid dealing with it.
There are people that look at this, sensationalize this, look at this. You see it now? So everything is vying for your attention. Everything. Every single thing.
This is a psychological trick. Notice how she keeps everything vague. This, that, everything, no specifics. That way, anyone asking real questions gets lumped in with chaos, gossip, or nonsense, even if their questions are valid.
And it's literally just goes back to the garden of Adam and Eve. God says, you have the Garden of Eden.
This is the pivot. She just criticized distraction, then immediately redirects to scripture to shut the conversation down. Psychologically, this works because once the Bible is invoked, the discussion stops being about behavior and starts being about obedience. Now curiosity isn't curiosity anymore. It's framed as disobedience.
You're like, why not this tree? Fixation on focus on what you can't have when you have all of this. And that is our day and age right now.
This is the most revealing part. She equates seeking answers with eating the forbidden fruit. In other words, if you want to know more, you're focused on the wrong thing. That's not discernment. That's discouraging people from asking questions.
There's this kind of curiosity that is so innocent and God-given, which is precious. And that's the type where you're searching for more beautiful things and the eternal things, and you're learning and you're pouring into your family and you're operating on a different level. But then there's also this curiosity that just pulls you away from what matters most. And I am seeing it on full display. It invites you to distraction. It feeds your fears. It makes you half of a person. It makes you even question your faith.
If you stay quiet, you're faithful. If you question, you lack faith, you're fearful, and you're distracted. That creates peer enforcement. People don't need to silence each other anymore. They do it themselves.
We live in a culture that is just endlessly curious about things that don't matter.
That's the line that gives it away. Who decides what doesn't matter? Because when curiosity is dismissed like that, faith stops being about truth and gets used to end the conversation. Real faith doesn't panic when people ask questions. Once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it.